It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith going to look to throw right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, check that, street. Check.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Powell throwing on 1st down here. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's out right at the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Buccaneers at 4-5, a game under 500. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Powell. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And Howe will throw it. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off play action. It's Howe. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken from about the 12.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Smith. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Faking the handoff. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 7-7, our score after one.
Ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, check that.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down at the 28.
58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Ready.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Ready.
He's got his man. This is Tate. Touchdown, Seahawks. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Powell.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Smith. Out to his left. Pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Geno out to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
As his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Howell now.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught at the 25.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, Howell to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell, they'll swing this out to Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Now he's into the clear again. Chris Godwin, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. A toss running left.
It's Walker, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Fournette running out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Boye Mafe
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Howell loses it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Buccaneers 28. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now Gino on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
19 tight, 19, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his tight end Fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 35. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And some room to work. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Gino. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell dumps it off to Fournette. And some space here. There's a nice move.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. It's Smith. Rolling to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the set. Street.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Here we go.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now Smith gets this to Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll be stopped right at the 30 on a play. Back at the 15, they pick up 15.
15 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette.
To about the 26 here.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And